What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Team Fish Knuckles YouTube channel. Today, we're commentating over the LAIC Regional Championship that happened this past weekend. We're going to commentate a Regidrago versus a Terapagos. I still don't know how to say the turtle's name for this past weekend, because the turtle is like the deck that I was like most hyped into. But unfortunately, we know in the finals it was Regidrago versus Regidrago. But still, I think this might be a good match. I haven't personally watched it, so we'll learn together. But left we have Alberto playing Regidrago VSTAR, the deck that did win. And then we have Isaiah playing the turtle deck. So we're going to put it 1.5 times speed. We're going to watch it together, see what happens, and see how the kind of setup goes. Now, in this prize card, we see 3 Ionos, and it's in Italian. I'm pretty sure it's Italian, and that's why you see these words are a little bit different. But we see 3 Ionos price, which is pretty bad. I don't know how many Ionos this player plays. Probably 3. I can't imagine. I mean, they might play 4. Who knows? But still, 3 out of 4 or 3 out of 3 is like really bad. On Isaiah's side, you do see 1 fan roto and 1 turtle. Usually, there's like 2 fans, so in multiple turtles, like 3 or 4. It's probably not that too bad. 1 Huthu's fine. The Night Treasure might be the bad thing, depending on how many Isaiah does play. I don't know his list, just on top of my head right now. But either way, this matchup should be interesting. The turtle does have the capability of one-shotting the Regidrago if it does go first, because it can't do 220, which knocks out the Regidrago V. But it can't knock out the Regidrago V-Star because it caps out at 220. For those who don't know, it does 30 times amount of bench Pokemon. With Area 0, you could do 240. Minus 20 because of double turbo is 220, which knocks out the Regidrago V. Zora might be joining us today. She's down below right now. You going to join us, Zora? No? Okay. We're just waiting for players to flip over the cards and start the party. Like I said, I don't really know how this matchup goes. We'll see. I don't know how it plays out. Isaiah probably plays Dusknoir, most likely. And that could boost the damage to knock it out. We could also see, Catcher, Prime Catcher, and Boss Order on the bench. Teal Mask Ogerpon to take the knockouts. That could be a big thing, too. And, yeah, we'll see what happens here. It should be a very interesting matchup. Probably one of the ones I care about the most, just because, like, Regidrago V-Star is still, like, heavily played. Obviously, it got first and second. And here we go. So we see a Cleffa start from Alberto and a Pidgey from Isaiah. Now, oh, wow, just a Fire Energy pass. Now, the good thing about Alberto is Isaiah realistically can take a knockout right now. Yes, the turtle only needs 2 energies to attack, but you can't attack on your first turn if you go second. We do see Isaiah start with a Buddy Poffin and has the Fan Rotom in the hand. So the Fan Rotom can find these colored Pokemon. The Buddy Poffin can find the Huthuts if need be, maybe a Duskull. Just find a Pokemon with 70 HP or less. And like I said, the Fan Rotom can find other colors Pokemon, not just basic. So that's a big thing here. You could see Isaiah like search for like a Duskull and maybe a Huthuth, and then the Fan Rotom can find like Huthuth, Noctowl, and like something else. I'm not sure. We see double Huthuth actually comes down. Isaiah's going to check a little note, write down what his prize cards are. We're going to see the Fan Rotom come down. All right, we're going to use his ability, and we're going to search our deck for 3 colors Pokemon. Once again, we're just checking note of what's prize, what's not prize. A lot of these decks play like so many one-ofs and stuff like that. So that's a big thing here. Let's see. Okay, so we see a Huthuth, a Noctowl, and what is the third card going to be? I do see the turtle already in the hand, so that's good for next turn. And yeah, 100 HP or less, that's the big thing here. I think Noctowl has 90, so that's why you can search for it, but you can't search for turtle. We see Huthuth and double Noctowl. Okay, interesting. Oh, maybe not. Maybe not. Take it back. Okay, a Boufflant. Okay, so the Boufflant, it would both been played. You take negative 60 damage, which could be pretty impactful. It might make it where Regidrago can't easily take a knockout. It makes it where like Dragapult only does 140, and so Regidrago Cop and Dragapult's attack only does 140, so that's not enough for a knockout. So we'll see what happens. On to pass on Alberto, and does Alberto find anything? Looks like we don't have anything. That'd be so unfortunate. I tried to pick a game that was like, good matchup and like something that was very interesting to watch. And if Alberto just passes here, it'd be very unfortunate. Okay, so we do have a research, which discards a Giratina, an Energy Switch, Super Rod, Fire, Boss Order. Now, the good thing about the Regidrago is they do, can use Regidrago V-Star, Legacy Star to get, discard top 7, but you can get any 2 cards out of your discard pile. So let's see what happens here. See a Teal Mask Ogerpon. Using its ability Teal Dance to attach to grass energy and draw a card. Energy acceleration plus drawing is broken in this game. And looks like we have just a Nest Ball and a Mew, so this Nest Ball could find a Regidrago V. Now the problem with this is, like I said earlier, Isaiah can knock out this Regidrago V pretty easily if they get the Arrow Zero under depths, and then like Ball spring up, you know, Regidrago, and with Isaiah having double Noctowl, he's most likely going to be able to, like, you know, use Noctowl, search for 82 trainer cards, can find Rare Candy, find Pidgeot pretty easily with like Feather Ball. So like Rare Candy, Feather Ball, use the other Noctowl to find Ball Sorter and Area Zero under depths, and then maybe they have a Pokemon already, they can just, like, you know, bench the Pokemon and take a knockout, or maybe use the you know, the Pidgeot search to find 2 cards. So I imagine we're going to see a pretty crazy turn from Isaiah, and looks like we're just going to see a grasping draw to draw 3 cards, because it lets you draw 7 cards in your hand and it ends your turn. Now on Isaiah's turn, I imagine, like I said, we're going to see a crazy turn here. There's a lot of Noctowls. We already have Rare Candy Pidgeot in the hand, so we don't have to use Noctowl for that, so that's already pretty good. Looks like we do see an Ultra Ball being played. Just kind of got Bouffalant saying, you know, I really don't need this in this matchup, most likely. And especially if, like, you're going to be super aggressive here, and you're able to knock out this Regidrago VSTAR before Regidrago V before it even gets set up, like, you're going to be, like, super golden. So we see the turtle. Okay, so you didn't have it in the hand already. So we'll see the turtle go down. And the big thing about this is you need a terrestrialized Pokemon on the field for Noctowl to even use his ability. So that's a big thing there to notate. Some people will just, like, you know, try to use Noctowl, go for it. I'm like, oh, Shield, bro, you can't do that. So that's cheating. But we do see the Noctowl getting Prime Catcher and Aerial Zero under depths with that Jewel Seeker to find any 2 trainer cards. Now, it's 2 trainer cards. It's not just, like, 2 supporter cards, 2 cards, anything like that. It's 2 trainer cards. So that's a big thing here. So we see the Prime Catcher bringing up the Regidrago V. We'll see the Aerial Zero under depths come down. And we'll see a... Oh, I already have the double colors, and or the double turbo, and we see a research for 7. Isaiah just needs 3 more Pokemon, and they take a knockout. And this should be easily attainable. Even if they don't have the good cards, they can use Pidgeot, okay, to find a card to find Noctowl. Noctowl can find the last 2 pieces, like Buddy Polyphant, like Nest Ball or something. That could be something we could see. It looks like we are going to see Pidgeot have to use his ability, like I said, most likely to grab some kind of way to find Noctowl. Maybe just straight up grab Noctowl, or maybe an Ultra Ball within the hand. I'm not sure. We already have 1 turtle in hand too, so we do see a Nest Ball. Okay, looks like we see a Duskull coming down. Yep, so we got 6. So we need 2 more, and that will take a knockout on this Regidrago V. Just being super quick and aggressive. This is why the turtle deck's really good. We see a... Yep, and they already have it in hand. So Nest Ball for Duskull has the Bouffalant, has the turtle, and we take a knockout going out of 2. Now this is going to put a ton of pressure on Alberto. Alberto now has to play 2 Regidrago V down, because if they don't, Isaiah's going to be use Boss Order, bring it up, take a knockout, and then what do you do there, right? You're in very bad shape right now if you are Alberto. You want to counter the stadium too. That's a big thing here. Countering the stadium would be great. Be able to bump that Arrow Zero under depths, make Isaiah find another one, plus some more bench Pokemon. Because if you don't even counter the stadium, you're just going to use Pidgeot to find, like, Boss Order, right? That's pretty easy. We do see a Pheasantipity coming down. Pheasantipity's nice. Got that flip the script. Since the Pokemon was knocked out last turn, you can flip the script and draw 3 cards. Looks like that's what we're going to see immediately. So flip the script, drawing 3, 1, 2, and 3. I do see a Regidrago V. Now, if Alberto does play like a Thornton here, we could see a Thornton into Regidrago V-Star, like on the active. That would be really, really good. I don't think they play that. Most of these lists don't play Thornton. We do see a Till Mask using Till Dance, drawing a card. We do have a Nest Ball, and probably grabbing another Regidrago V. There's already 1 in the hand, so I imagine this will find another one. Ooh, might go for a Charizard here. Now, Radiozard is interesting because if you have enough energy switches, you actually can take a knockout on this turtle. It only has 230 HP, which is pretty easily done with this Charizard swing for 250. So, you see Regidrago V coming down. Yeah, they just need a fire attachment and double E switch into the Charizard, and we take a knockout. Super Rod to get back. Looks like some Regidrago pieces. Do they have a Fire Energy? Yeah. I think you also grab the Fire Energy here just to have enough. For sure. I think that's what I would do. Yeah, there we go. So 2 Regidrago V-Stars and a Fire. Okay. We're going to see a Shuffle here. We got the Regidrago V in hand. So we have 2 Regidrago Vs, so no need to find it. The only unfortunate thing is when you research here, you discard the Prime Catcher, which is like pretty good to keep. But like I said, there is that Legacy Star. You want to take a knockout this turn, and you want to try to get set up with that Charizard. If they can find double E switch plus Fire Energy, or double E switch plus attachment for the Grass Energy, because Regidrago needs 5 energies. And since Exciting Heart is activated, they need 2 less because you're going to take 2 prize cards. But it looks like we don't have it. I feel like we would have seen it pretty quickly. We see a Nest Ball to start a Grass Energy. This is going to find a Grass and a Fire. I imagine the Fire is going to be attached to one of the Regidragos. We've already used double Teal Mask, so you can't use those anymore. Unless I'm missing the energy switches, but I definitely don't think I've seen them in the hand. We see the Teal Mask come down. We're going to use that, draw a card. And the reason why Alberto can place... Oh my goodness, he has it now. Oh, he didn't have the double, and then the other Teal Mask found the second one. Wow, so he can go double E switch, attach a Fire Energy. Oh, we're going to actually go this way, okay. Either way is fine. E switch there, okay. And then attachment per turn. You do commit a second Fire Energy, which is like the only reason why I was like saying to keep the Fire Energy on Cleffa. But now, okay, so now this makes more sense. So you play Temple to bump your cards. Isaiah picks first. Discard that they have 5. And then Alberto can also do this. Alberto's definitely discard the Cleffa. Discard the... We're going to discard the Regidrago V. I was like, I don't know if I feel about that. Okay, yeah, so keep both Regidrago V. Okay, I like the board state a lot more, for sure. And we see the restart for 1 because they were only at 2 cards. So we see the Radiant Zard coming down with that Excited Heart, Combustion Blast doing 258, and they go down to 4 prize cards. So this is definitely what you want to see at Alberto, right? You found a single prize attacker that can do 250. You bumped the stadium. You made it where Isaiah went down to, 5 bench. Now they technically went down to 4 because they, had to promote a Pokemon. So Isaiah now has to find a way around this Regidrago V, find a stadium, find a double turbo, and have a bunch of, have all this stuff. And we'll see. It is very possible. Isaiah gets to draw 3 with Flip the Script. They got double Hoothoot that can go to Noctowns. They already have the Turtle in line. And the big thing here is, what's in their hand. I'm not sure. But we see Flip the Script drawing 3. Okay. It's hard to see. Isaiah keeps his hand really close. And this camera shot's going back to Isaiah. It's great if you're Isaiah. You want to showcase yourself. But, yeah, you definitely want to see more. So we see the boss order immediately come to the hand. And this is, very telling that, Isaiah might already have it. We do see Turtle. We see the double turbo. So it already has double turbo in hand, too, as well. So you don't have to use Pidgeot to find the double turbo. Which is, the good thing about Pidgeot. Pidgeot can just find you the double turbo every turn. It looks like we see... That was either a Stretcher or Under Depths. Let's see... Oh, it might be a Night Stretcher. Yep, so Night Stretcher. That means they already have the... Okay, so they're going to use the Noctowl to find the boss order and maybe Aerosir. I don't think I've seen Aerosir in the hand. So definitely want to find the Aerosir if they have it. Ooh, Buddy Buddy Poffin maybe? But Buddy Buddy Poffin could find the Duskull or something. Okay, Heavy Ball. Ooh. Now this is great because Isaiah knows what's in their prize cards. And they're like, yep, I definitely want to use this Heavy Ball to find a Pokemon. And we see boss order. Bring up the Fezzidipity, actually. There's the Aerosir, okay. Now this is great because when Isaiah knocks out this Fezzidipity, Alberto can't use Flip the Script. And we see a Buffon coming down. This is going to prevent the Charizard actually from taking a knockout because you take 60 less damage, which means the Charizard's only do 190 now, which is great. It means your Turtle lives an extra turn. And we see a Palpad getting back a Research and a Boss Order. That's great. You have more Boss Orders for the Pidgeot to knock out the following turn. So yeah, Isaiah's in a dominating position now, especially with the double Buffon. Double Buffon's really good. Like I said, 250 minus 250 minus 60 is 190. So they're definitely going to be surviving now, which is great. Going to see the Heavy Ball player, and like I said, Isaiah knows their price cards, so they're definitely going to be good. Looks like they're going to have that Hoothoot there. Going to shuffle up. And that's great, right? That's why it's so beneficial to know your prize cards and be like, yep, this is prize. I need this heavy ball to hit that extra bench spot, hit up to 8. We see another turtle come down. We're going to see a treat into the turtle, and we're going to see a unified beat down here, doing another 220 damage and knock out this Visitipity. And it is looking great for Isaiah. The big question once again from Alberto is, can they counter the stadium? Can they play Iono, right? We saw that they had 3 prize, and I think they drew into one of them, so they can put Isaiah down to lower hand size. But as the commentators talk about, this Buffon is like saving this turtle from being knocked out. You had to pretty much use Giratina. No, Giratina doesn't even take a knockout because it does 220. So yeah, I don't know how this Regidrago deals with this for sure, right? I feel like they had to go around the turtles. Yeah, I think. Yeah. So cancel Cologne, which doesn't do anything right now. Restart for 1. Looks like we are going to see an Iono. Going to put Isaiah down to 2. The only problem with this is Isaiah has Visitipity and Pidgeot, so like they're going to be pretty much set. They can find any cards they really want, and this turtle's not going down. It's not going down at all this turn. There's no way. Okay, so see a VSTAR activated, so discard a top 7, and I'm gonna find any 2 cards in the discard pile. I'm not really sure what they're going for. It could be maybe Prime Catcher or something. I'm not 100% sure. Yeah, Prime Catcher Tipo Sinnoh. So Tipo Sinnoh will bump the stadium. And what's good about Tipo Sinnoh, it makes it... Oh, so there's a Visitipity coming up. And this is where his Signing Heart really does help. Or not Signing Heart, the Buffons really don't help. Because now, like, it's taking a knockout, right? So you're bumping... you're bringing the Visitipity. You can knock it out because Buffon does not activate on non-colors Pokemon. And Isaiah now has to go down to 5, right? And then they're going to take a knockout. They're going to go down to 4. And then it's going to be up to Isaiah to retaliate once again. And we'll see if Isaiah can do this. So Isaiah will go down to 5. Has no access to Visitipity either. He will get knocked out unless Isaiah, of course, has like a rescue stretcher or something. And that would be like detrimental, right? But still, 2-2, very close game. I think the big thing is even if Isaiah doesn't take a knockout, how does Alberto deal with this, right? Because now they got the double Buffon and stuff like that. How do you deal with these colors Pokemon, right? Because Isaiah's not going to drop a Pokemon down unless he has a game on board. We see Ultra Ball 4, Noctowl for... Okay, there we go. Yep. And so what just happened there, if you don't know, real quick, it was Isaiah went down Noctowl, got Nest Ball, got Boss Order up the Ogerpon, took a knockout with Blood Moon, Ursaluna, because it does 250, and then you just take a knockout, and you're good to go. So, like, you don't even need full bench there. Blood Moon Ursaluna said, hey, I'm here to party. You don't need a full bench. I'm here to save the day, and that's what happened. So, yeah, very good game from Isaiah. Really bad on Alberto's side. Not finding the other Regidrago V, just having the one down turn 1 is pretty bad. Even turn 2, right? Yeah, that's heartbreaking, right? If you're a fan of the Regidrago. And that's just how good this turtle deck is. It is just going to take advantage of the opponent if they just like don't have anything, right? And that's what we definitely saw there. Now, it's still very, very close. Like I said, Alberto got down to 2. Thanks to Charizard just swinging for 250. But even if Isaiah were to miss, I wonder how Alberto would have took the last 2 prize cards. Because worst thing that happens, Isaiah could have maybe like punched the Charizard, knocked it out, and then like how does Alberto swing back into that? I'm not sure. Like I said, the max they can do is 280 with Giratina, but double Buffon makes it does minus 60. So like how do you deal with that? I'm not 100% sure. But here we go on to game number 2. Alberto is going first. They want to find Regidrago V. We see a Tilmask using Till Dance. And we see a Nest Ball. This is definitely going to grab a Regidrago V. I imagine. Probably. Maybe a Squawk if the hand is like discardable. But definitely Regidrago V should be coming online. That way you can try to get the Regidrago VSTAR. Because you really can't do too much turn 1. With either deck, right? Both decks just kind of want to get set up here. And that's kind of a big thing here. Just setting up. I feel like there's a lot of decks in this format right now. You just kind of want to get set up and like find your Pokemon. And we're really playing a setup game. There's really no decks that I could think of outside of Miraidon that swings turn 1 pretty easily. I guess Lost Box too. I forget about Lost Box sometimes. But yeah, Nest Ball for the Regidrago V. Okay. And what else do we have? It looks like maybe an Ultra Ball. Okay, Earth and Vessel. Just correcting the Fezzidipian. This is pretty interesting, but I think Alberto has a Super Rod in hand, and if they have a Squawk ability, what they could do is Super Rod and Squawk ability, and kind of get set up here. We see the Fire Digit being attached, and actually we might just see a pass. Oh, Super Rod for the Fezzidipian, getting Jammy Tower. Gonna shuffle up here. So do they have the Squawk, or will we just see a pass? Oh, restart for 1. That's why we're playing so many cards. So we can hit the restart for 1. Maybe find a second Regidrago V. Another research? Question mark? I think that's what we saw. Is it? No, it's a grass Regidrago V start and research. Okay, so they top deck the grass energy, which is good. You can activate, Teal Mask next turn. But on Isaiah's turn, the big thing you want to see here turn 1 is that Fan Rotom. You want to be able to use Fan Rotom, get set up, find your colors Pokemon, and start the party. We do see an Ultra Ball discarding a Thornton and a Pidgeot. Now, Thornton's pretty spicy in this deck, right? You can all of a sudden just Thornton out, find your Pokemon, and you start swinging. Especially since Turtle is just a base Pokemon, you can do a little vanilla swap 1-for-1, and you're good to go, right? But we do see Isaiah looking at their prize cards again, just trying to make sure they know what's prized. Very good thing here. Fenrir being prized again. Noctowl being prized. I think Isaiah plays 3 of those. I think they play a 4-3 line. Don't quote me with that. I'm not how to build Isaiah's deck. I'm not sure. But I'm pretty sure it's a 4-3. Most of those are like 4-3, maybe 3-3. The Turtles, probably 3 of. Dusknoir is either 101 or 202. I don't think you ever see a 2-1-2. That would be pretty crazy. 2 Boufflant, we know that for sure. The Fezzidipian, sure. I'm trying to think of what their Pokemon are. Probably a 101 Pidgeot. That's the pretty standard, which is pretty interesting to me. So we see Ultra Ball finding the Turtle. We see a Hoothoot. And probably just a pass. Double Turbo and just pass. Now this is pretty interesting here. If Alberto could find a way to discard a Dragapult, what we could do... Oh, we see a Grass Energy being attached. Restart for 1. Regidrago V-Star coming down, and we're going to see a research here. Oh, and an energy switch. So this Regidrago can swing. And the Dragon Ball. Whoa! And this is so clutch, because what can happen now is Alberto can knock out the Boufflant, put the damage on Hoothoot, and Isaiah's in trouble, because Isaiah doesn't have multiple Hoothoots here. Yeah, they don't have multiple Hoothoots. I wonder why they didn't go for Fan Rotom. Maybe they need the Turtle because they don't have a Turtle in hand. Remember, Noctowl doesn't work if you don't have a Terrestrialized Pokemon in play. So maybe that's why he opted to get the Turtle over something else. So I'm not sure. We do see a Earth and Vessel discarding a Cleffa, drawing 2 cards. We see a Ogerpon using Teal Dance to draw a card. And we'll see the other one as well. Probably looking for another Regidrago V here to get that set up for next turn, just in case. I don't think there's no way this Regidrago V-Star is getting knocked out, but just in case you want another one, then we can evolve into V-Star and start the party. But we will see a retreat, and we'll see the Regidrago V-Star use Apex Dragon, use Dragapult, do 200 to the active and 50 to the Hoothoot. I think it has 50 HP, maybe 60. I'm not 100% sure. I can't remember. Can't remember exactly how much HP it has. But definitely taking a knockout and definitely knocking out the Hoothoot, right? Are we not knocking out the Hoothoot? There we go. Yeah, 5-1. There we go. Oh, so actually 5-1. Interesting. Interesting. So not knocking out the Hoothoot. So there's the Hoothoot coming down. Interesting, because Turtle has 220 HP, so the 10 damage is pretty interesting. It does make it where you can use Giratina, copy Regidrago copy Giratina's attack to do 280, and if they have double Boufflant, you do 220, which takes a knockout. I guess that's the math, but I think I'd rather just knock out the Noctowl, right? Unless they play something else in their deck that I'm not familiar with. Like Haxorus, but I think Haxorus already does 230, so that math doesn't matter. I'm pretty sure it does 230. It must be just for the Giratina attack, right? That's what I'm thinking of. It has to be. It has to be that. But we see Isaiah use a Noctowl, finding a Research and a Stretcher. Stretcher's going to find that Boufflant, most likely. And we'll see Arrow 0 into Research, drawing 7. Once again, there's no way Isaiah takes the knockout. There's no way. We're going to see a chip damage onto this Regidrago. One thing that we could see is maybe a Duskull, and maybe that's why Alberto didn't take the aggressive knockout, because we know Isaiah's eventually could use Duskull to take a knockout, and that puts them in a weird price card because they take a price card and they're not at odds anymore. If that makes sense. We do see Fezandipia coming down the Nest Ball. We're going to see Flip the Script drawing 3 because the Pokemon was knocked out last turn. And I imagine Isaiah, what they're looking for here is like Buddy Poffins and Nest Balls and just Pokemon in general. Just try to do as much damage as possible. Like I said, there's no way that they can knock out. Looks like they did find a Pidgey. Yeah, I think we see Pidgey. Now, the thing about Isaiah he has to worry about is the more Pokemon he puts down, the more Pokemon that Alberto can snipe. That's the big thing here, right? We do see the Hoothoot. Maybe no Pidgey. Maybe I was crazy. Maybe there's no Pidgey at all. No, there's definitely a Pidgey in there. I'm pretty sure that's a Pidgey in there. So Blood Moon has hit the field. Okay. So we got 6 Pokemon. And I guess you put down... Oh, is that a Pidgey too? No, Double Turbo. Okay. There we go. Did you attach this turn? I don't know. I don't remember. I'm sure they keep better track than I did. Anyway, so see Blood Moon come down, get a double colorless energy. We see a Earth Vessel discarding to draw some energies. Looks like we find a Fire and a Grass. The Fire can go onto the other Regidrago V. And we do have Grass energy, so you can use Teal Mask. Yo, are you talking about Kyurem right now? I mean, I guess technically Kyurem can like knock out multiple Pokemon this turn, right? At least 2, no, 3. You can knock out 3 Pokemon this turn. And put them down to 2. Interesting. Can we see a Kyurem knockout? Maybe that's what we're talking about. Cancel Limit being played, not really doing anything. We see a Teal Mask going down, and we see Iono. I guess not putting the Charizard down is fine, but yeah, because I think Isaiah just plays like. I don't think they play Judge or anything. I think they just play Iono, so it goes on the bottom of the deck. Who cares? Okay, we got 5 Pokemon. We got the Regidrago VSTAR down. That's pretty nice. Does Alberto have a way to use Kyurem to take 3 price cards? That would be pretty insane. You do have to discard all of your energies, but you haven't used your VSTAR yet. We do have the Kyurem, so we will use Kyurem, board wipe, knocked out Hoothoot and Bouffalant, taking 3 price cards, going down to 2. Whoa, bro, that's sick. That's sick. All right, on to Isaiah's turn. I think if you're Isaiah here, I think you probably just scoop. I don't know what you can really do. Alberto has access to Legacy Star. Even if you Iono them, they can like Legacy Star and find a lot of cards there and like bring up somebody and take a knockout on it. So we'll see. Use the Flippin' Script, drawing 3. Yeah, I think you just scoop here, right? I don't think there's anything that Isaiah could do to come back. Like, unless they get double Bouffalant here. But even then, your 1 turtle is now like knockable, like it can be knocked out because that's 220 instead of 230. So we see a Hoothoot coming down with the Buddy Poffin. Now, Isaiah has not played any Duskulls this game, which is, I know, maybe one last game, but still, the very thin line of Duskull, which I'm so used to playing like a 202 line in my list. Maybe this is the new version of something I haven't kept up with. Night Stretcher to find that Bouffalant. So now we got the minus 60 reduction. But like I said, that one of the active spot is already rare to go for knockout. So we see a knockout here going down to 4 price cards. And on our Alberto turn, like, even if they don't have knockout, as long as Prime Catcher is in the deck, he can thin the deck enough down, then research and go crazy, and then, like, research plus, like, Legacy Star should be enough to find the... Well, no, we just need the Giratina here. And we just dump the Giratina, right? Yeah, get the Giratina. Play Nest Ball. Does Giratina not take a knockout already? Oh, they need the energy? Vessel discarding that. Get the Fire to G. Am I missing something? 280 minus 60 is 220? Grass Energy Retreat knockout? They already have boss order. Interesting. Did I miss something? Maybe I'm missing something. I don't know. Maybe so. I'm not sure. Right? Am I crazy? What just happened there? Hang on. I gotta rewind this real quick. So, boss. To bring the Fez and just knock it out. But doesn't Buffon do minus 60? Your basic colors probably take 60 of those damage from attacks from your opponent's Pokemon. The effect of the card wall doesn't stick. This has 220. Giratina does 280. Minus 60 is 220, which is how much this has. Am I missing something? Maybe it's a heated moment Alberto didn't see it? Not sure. Not sure. Maybe I'm missing something. Anyways, we're going to game number 3. We'll see what happens here. Yeah, did I miss something? That's gonna bug me. That's gonna bug me. Right? Anyways, on to game number 3, we'll see what happens. Let's see, both players are shuffling up here. How much time do we have left? Because that game was like 10 minutes or less, I think. There's not a timer on the screen right now. Oh, here we go. 6 minutes left. Okay, let's go. Now, the big thing here is Isaiah is going second, right? Or first. So, Isaiah does have the capability of knocking out this Regidrago V turn 2. And I think that's where this is really going to sign. Now, double knockdown being prized. And Invisibility is very unfortunate. But remember, Isaiah does play Hisuian Heavy Ball, so they can't find their Pokemon. So, yeah, if Isaiah can take a quick knock on this Regidrago V before time is called. So, like, Isaiah has to take a turn. Alberto has to take a turn. Isaiah has to take a turn and take two prize cards. Then Isaiah could technically just win. Just off the basis of, like, hey, you know, I took 2 prize cards. I take another 2 and another 2 and I win, right? Now, what Alberto could do is maybe only put down Regidrago Vs and involve in VSTARs if they're lucky enough. We'll see if that happens, right? We see a Nest Ball finding the turtle. We see another Buddy Poffin. You know, last game, if Isaiah only had... Oh, no, wait. Never mind. Yeah, never mind. Don't worry about what I was going to say. Don't worry about it. 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 We see Fan Rotom being activated to find 3 Pokemon with 100 HP or less. Finding Hoothoot, Noctowl, and Bouffalant. Alright? We are just getting set up here. Noctowl is great for next turn. You can find any 2 item cards. And you can find Rare Candy Pidgeot. There's no way this Pidgeot... I mean, okay, I say no way, but Pidgey could be knocked out going next turn. 100%. Double Tail Mask, Tail Dance, into Energy Switch would knock out the Pidgey. See Tail Mask come down using Tail Dance to draw a card. And is this hand terrible? Am I crazy? There's another Nest Ball. Let's go find another Tail Mask. Now, this is kind of risky. It looks like we are going for Squawk, which I like a little better. It looks like Alberto's hand was pretty bad. So if you go for the Tail Mask, you're pretty much locking in, like, you know, I hope I draw a good card. But with Squawk, you can at least discard your hand, draw 6, and hopefully you can find a good card, plus more Tail Mask, and maybe go for this knockout. I don't know if that's still the best play, though, because then Isaiah can, like, take a knockout. I think what you want to do here is probably, like, go for an Eek, force Isaiah to bring up. Grasping Draw, not Eek. Or send a Bradyzard, some one prize stacker that, you know, Isaiah has to, like, swing around or find something to do. I think that's probably the best way to do this. For sure. I think that's the best way. You put a non-2 price card in the X spot, it would be really good. So, Grass Energy to the Regidrago. We see a Squawk, discarding the hand, drawing 6. Discarding a Super Rod, which could potentially be bad because that has resources. We see a Nest Ball for another Regidrago V. And I'm curious if Alberto will go for this play and retreat the Regidrago V into the Charizard. I personally would like that, just so you know you're not putting a 2-prizer in the active spot. Because, like I said, if Isaiah takes the 2-prize card and a knockout before his turn ends, then he just has to knock out 2 more Tail Mask. So, Look, we do see an Iono here, but players going to shuffle up. And that's a big deal here because Isaiah did have the knockdown in hand and 2 are prized. And if he only plays 3, then that's it. So we'll see what happens. Yeah, if I'm Roberto here, if I could, I don't know how much retreat that Regidrago V has. It's not on the screen. But if it's 2, I'm retreating this thing. I'm retreating. My inner clock's like, yep, this is not good. See another Teal Mask here. Drawing a card. And yeah, I'm retreating here because, we're going to see a pass, actually. Oh, Alberto doesn't want to waste those grass energies, right? He's going to force Isaiah to find the double turbo, find Area Zero, find a bunch of bitch Pokemon. We already have Ultra Ball in hand, which guarantees the Noctowl, which could get Rare Candy and Feather Ball or something crazy like that. We could, if he already has Rare Candy in hand, then he's got the Noctowl unlocked already. We do see the Noctowl, finding the Pidgeot and Feather Ball. Feather Ball for Pidgeot, okay. Rare Candy must already be in hand. And I think I see an Iono there. Now, once again, what's going to happen here? Once again, if time is called, and I'm pretty sure it's going to be called, yeah, I mean, I feel like it has to be, right? So, Iono for 6. So, what do you do now if you are Alberto and Isaiah? How does this match end? Do they have some kind of gentleman's agreement, right? It's like, hey, if I'm up on prize cards and we go to game 3, because time is called, 100%. Time is called here. So Isaiah can retreat, most likely take a knockout. So see the Pidgeot uses his ability. I feel like they have to have some kind of agreement, right? We're pretty late in the day. This is like round 7 of 8, so it's a pretty big deal there. We see a Buffon, so maybe that's what we'll see as an agreement here or something. They call that a gentleman's agreement. Grab the Buffon, grab another Buffon, retreat, and we will see a knockout. So as of right now, there's no way Alberto can take a knockout on this turtle, and unless they go for Charizard. I think Charizard might be what we have to see here. I think you send up Charizard. Okay, no, we're going to send Regidrago V, actually. Okay. I think I'm more of a fan of the Charizard being sent up, so you can try to find double energy switch and swing with the Charizard. But I guess you still don't take a knockout. I guess you need like Prime Catcher to take a knockout because it's 250, and I'm pretty sure Alberto doesn't play like any damage modifications, right? So you see an Ultra Ball here. Ooh, it looks like they're. I think they're just checking to make sure Prime Catcher's in the deck more so. And we'll see what Alberto does here. Can he... Yeah, I don't even know what you do here. There's no non-colors Pokemon on the field either, so there's no way you can do any extra damage because of the double Buffon. It's negating stuff. We do see Ultra Ball maybe grabbing the Mew. Okay. So we could see the restart or the Geno. There's no way to see Geno happening, but we could see the restart here. What do you do here? We see the Teal Mask draw on a card. Okay. We see another Teal Mask being placed. We see a Fire G attached to Regidrago V. Regidrago V-Star comes down, and Mew restart for 2. Okay. I know there's an Iono in the hand, and we could see a Legacy Star, but you don't want to use Legacy Star. Oh, I guess it really doesn't matter because we don't have a late game either way. But Earth and Vessel discarding the Nast Ball to find 2 Grass Energies. That's what we're seeing right now. Well, Grass and a Fire. Either way, if you don't have the Fire energy or the Grass in the deck, you just want to be able to thin your deck so you don't draw into the Fire energy either way. So we're gonna see a Teal Dance here, drawing a card. Cancel Clone is useless. And you see Iono. I think he's laughing because he tapped one of the Pokemon with it, which doesn't work because it's not in the active. So, all right. So Isaiah's gonna have 4. Alberto's gonna get 6. And I mean, Alberto could go for Legacy Star here and find some energy switches and stuff like that, but I don't know what that will do for him. So how's the 1 energy switch? So they'll be able to use some energy switches and stuff like that. But even then, you're not taking a knockout. You're turn 1. We do see the Legacy Star coming online. Now this could find Prime Catcher, and I think that's the big thing here he's looking for. Is Prime Catcher just a disrupt? Nope, no Prime Catcher. And I think that's what he's looking for. to bring up, like, maybe the Buffalon or something and take a double knockout that way. But even then, I don't think you even take a double knockout anymore. Well, actually, it would take a double knockout because, like, Buffalon would come to the active spot. Oh, there's a Prime Catcher. Okay. So energy switch up to there. Prime Catcher bring up a Buffalon. We're gonna knock out the Pidgeot actually? Definitely doesn't knock it out, right? I'm not missing anything. It does 220. Oh, maybe it does. Am I already Buffalon wrong for some reason? Maybe it's on basics? Is Buffalon only on basic? That might be what it is. Buffalon only protects basic Pokemon? Maybe. We see a swing for a knockout. Okay. Yeah, what do you do here now? Like, so you Prime Catcher, take a knockout. Alberto's turn 3. What do you do here? I don't think there's a knockout anywhere on board right now. I'm like 100% sure there's no way they take a knockout now. So is he Ultra Ball, discarding a Kyurem and a Regidrago V? Gonna look through his deck. Not gonna find anything. Go to see your research. Discard the hand. Now what they could... No, that doesn't work either. Okay. Yeah, I don't know what can I really take a knockout this turn? But even then, like, it's tied 2-2. So Tipicino comes down, bumping, and there we go. Okay, what just happened? Not sure what just happened. Oh, he gave Isaiah the win. Oh, sick, dude. He gave Isaiah the win. I guess he realized that he wasn't going to be able to win regardless. That's why he gave Isaiah the win. I'm pretty sure, like, Isaiah had it, most likely. Because I think Isaiah already had, like... Let's look at their board state real quick. So they kept double Buffalon. Yeah, they kept double Buffalon, so they can't take a knockout, right? So, like, I guess, like, he's saying, okay, since you got the double Buffalon, there's no way I can take a knockout. It's a very interesting matchup, for sure. The Buffalons make a lot of difference. What is Buffalon? I gotta check Buffalon one more time. Let's see if we can find Buffalon. I'm still confused about that one turn, like, end of game 2. Could he have just knocked out the... could he not have just knocked out the active? Here I am digging through this, trying to find the Buffalon picture. Maybe Buffalon's only active, or only basic Pokemon, and that's why? I thought it was all colors Pokemon for some reason. But maybe not. Maybe not. There it is. Oh, basic colorless, so that's why. Yup, makes sense now. They know what they're doing. But yeah, game 2, I'm wondering still. Did I miss something? Not sure. But anyways, guys, there we go. Turtle, it's a fast deck. You can do 220 damage. So yeah, check it out. Have fun. Isaiah's build's pretty cool. It didn't play... I mean, I don't think we saw a single Dusknoir that game, so you don't even need it. You're just pure power of 220s. So, anyways, guys, hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching. If I missed something in the second game, let me know. Let me know, because I'm definitely curious. Alrighty, guys. Bye.